Hello everybody and welcome back to Off the Boards. I am Josh down there. One of these times I'll get it right. Down there is Ethan and across from me is Ryan. We have had kind of a couple weeks. We've been taking some time. I don't know. We're busy last week. There's been a lot of interesting news, not necessarily related to hockey, but hey, my team...
Let's talk about hockey.
I'm gonna go on a large rant about the Leafs at some point in today's episode, so I just want everyone to know that now.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah. Ryan, I'm sure might actually want to talk about. Ryan might talk about his team for the first time ever.
Oh, it's been a good week.
Yeah.
Good 2 weeks, really.
Aren't you guys you guys are already mathematically eliminated, right?
No, we're not.
I heard you guys were.
No, not this early.
Well, I mean, in my defense, last week you had 8 wins. Actually, I think you had 7 wins.
And we had, I think, 9 wins going into the win streak, and now we got 14. The
game that you guys played us again, you guys were on a winning streak before that. Because you guys had like 7 wins, and then I remember when you guys were playing me, you guys had like 9, and I was like, where the hell did you guys get 2 wins from?
Fair enough. You guys were game 3 of the win streak, so maybe we got 11 now. I don't know. Hold on. I'll find out.
They won 11 straight?
We got 13 wins. We've won 5 straight now.
Oh, I'm about to say, Jesus Christ. Man.
It's been a good time. We beat the Leafs. Montembeau got a shutout.
Yeah.
Cole Caulfield's been going off.
Yeah, so the Leafs are abysmal in their own zone. I guess we'll start. I guess I can start with this if you want. If you just gonna throw me under the bus already. So the Leafs are hold on. I gotta look it up real quick because I want to be exact when I say this. So a little while ago, someone came to me and they were like, "Hey, Josh, you know, at this point, the Leafs were like, I think they were like 7-3 in their last 10." And he was like, "Why are all Leafs fans like freaking out?" And I was like, "Okay." I said, "You obviously don't understand. This is not just any other hockey team. This is the Toronto Maple Leafs, and we can't have nice things. And if you watch the games, you can clearly see where the issues are. Since then, the Leafs are now 4-1 in their last 10. They're on a 3-game win streak, to their credit. They've seemed like they've been playing well in the past few games. But mother of God, I lied. They haven't even been playing that well because I forgot about that game on Saturday. I swear to God, I will slam my fist on this desk repeatedly today. I don't understand how you go into the third period up 7-2. 7-2, and within 5 minutes of the period starting, 5 minutes, the score is 7-6. I've been a fan of this team my entire life, and this team still manages to break my damn heart a new way every week, and I still go back. It's like
shitty night.
It's like the most toxic relationship you've ever been a part of, but you can't leave. It's so God. So on top of all of this,
yeah,
the Leafs then made it 8-6, and then 2 seconds later it was 8-7, and I was like, holy shit! I'm like, we're gonna lose this game. To the Leafs' credit, we paid the offensive guys $40 million for 4 of them. We had 10 goals. I will say that's the one bright spot in that entire game, but what I will say on top of that is, my God, that was the worst goaltending effort from any team, any game I've seen in my entire life. I don't think any goalie had above an 8-2. Like, what? What do you mean?
4 goalies played in the game. They all let up at least 2 goals. Mrazek had the fewest goals against. He only faced 8 shots. Jack Campbell had the best save percentage with an 800. Here's
the saddest part of that entire thing. He was playing okay, and then the third period hit, and it's like the guy couldn't stop a damn beach ball all of a sudden, and I'm like, okay, what is going on? You put Mrazek in, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna go great. Let's in 2 goals on 8 shots. Man, like, what I will say is he's the best starter in the game, because Detroit started Nedeljkovic, who had a 760. Like, it was the worst.
we go back a second? You pay all these, your big four all this money. How did Nylander have 1 point and John Tavares have 0 points with 10 goals on the board?
Well, Ryan, my answer to that question is Mitch has 6 points, and Matthews has 4, and Michael Bunting, who is signed for the next 2 years at $950K, has 5. So, I will tell you, Ryan, eat your heart out. You can't score every game, okay?
Well,
so, one guy... Look, 3 guys stepped up in this game. Mitch had 6 points. Mitch had 2 goals. Ryan, Mitch Marner has had a natural hat trick, didn't he? I mean, no, he had 4 goals that night. He had 2 assists. He had a natural hat trick. Like, what is this team? Mitch had a natural hat trick, and he scored another goal, and it wasn't even an empty netter. Like, I don't understand. On top of all of this, on top of it all, if things weren't bad enough to be a Leafs fan, Jake Muzzin just got hurt. He's on LTIR, which is like a benefit, and it's a bad thing all at the same time. Without him, this team is in shambles. Like in their own zone, they're abysmal. They're terrible. I have no idea how we won that game against Washington last night. It was 5-3. So here's what's happening. The Leafs have finally achieved this thing called, we're just gonna outscore you. We don't care. Score however many goddamn goals you want, because we can't stop a friggin' beach ball. But we'll score 5 goals in each game. Like, except for that game against Montreal. They ran into apparently a hot goalie all of a sudden and got fucking...
Semi Montembeault.
Yeah, I guess so, out of nowhere. But, like, look. Here, like, it just... Okay, so taking it back to when the Leafs lost, like, against the Blues. They lost 6-3. I remember this game. Not a good show. Like, they get dismal in their own zone. They're letting stuff come out in front of the net unchecked. Guys are just all over the place on them. Game against Montreal. My God. I would look away from the screen for 2 seconds and the goddamn goal horn for Montreal be going off again. Ryan, I have to ask you one question. I have one question about that game. Did you at least get slightly nervous when all of a sudden it was 5-2?
No.
Really? After you guys opened up with 5 goals? Yeah, but they scored 2 goals like back to back. Ryan, here's the thing. When I saw that they scored, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I was explaining to someone how Ryan last year in the playoffs just kept going, I believe. Ryan, what's that like to actually believe it? What's it like to say it and actually believe it? Because I don't know. I've never once been confident in this team. Ever. They always do this. They always do it. In a game that they were supposed to win, one of the top 3 teams in the league going up against the literal bottom of the league. Who expects you to lose that game? Who expects it to be a blowout for Montreal? No one, other than Leaf fans.
I think that's the problem. You need to look at the Leafs history. See, yeah, we've blown 4-1 leads. We've blown 5-1 lead. We lost to a Zamboni driver.
42-year-old Zamboni driver who worked for the team!
Yeah, and you need to look at those games and look at the 10-7 loss that a game where you scored 10 goals and it sucked. And you need to look at those and be like, fuck those, we're still gonna win. I don't fucking believe. I don't give a shit what happened. What's happening next? That's what it takes.
How do you believe when in the last 7 years you've been bounced out of the first round in a game 7 or a game 5 every friggin' time you've gotten there, other than the one time you got to 6 games against Washington in 2016 when no one thought that you should even be there. Matthews was incredible that year. He's incredible now. I don't think anyone's going to contest that he's going to win a Rocket. I've heard some rumors that he's up there for the Hart right now. This dude is crazy. Yes, Ethan. Hi.
I'm Ethan from Off the Boards, but no, it leads me to the next question. No, there have been so many rumors, and not rumors, but a lot of people have been talking about Austin Matthews being in contention for the Selkie. I want to hear your sound point on that.
On Matthews winning the Selkie? I mean, God, he's been the only bright spot on the team all year other than Michael Bunting. I gotta pull up the Leafs stats real quick, because I gotta see. I need to see something. There's one stat that I've been checking periodically all year, and it's the Leafs plus minus. Because, by God, at the beginning of the year, their plus minus was so bad, I was like, if this team wins 10 games, I'll be shocked. But to be fair, they were pulling it around, but I need to see specifically there's one player.
What? It's kind of surprising that it was so bad in early of the year, because I got Jack Campbell stuff here that I want to talk about.
Yeah. Just let me finish. Let me finish this. The Leafs actually did make a trade last week, which I didn't 100% disagree with. Nick Ritchie, by God, not as advertised. Like, not at all. Like, so bad. Like, I don't know what the hell happened to this guy. How did he look so good in Boston? Is it just he was wearing a jersey and everyone was just like, he must be good? Like, holy crap. Like, okay, so we traded away Nick Ritchie for a defenseman who I don't think is suited in a game. Oh, no, he did. He's played 4 games, 1 assist. He's actually +3. Cool. Good to know. And the other guy was, oh, God. Who did they trade with him? It's like a player who I was actually happy about. The player who I thought was going to be the main point of the trade was the forward. Who was it?
Single.
Yeah, Ryan Zingle. Who they waived. I'm pretty sure he actually cleared waivers, though, and he's playing on the AHL team, which I love because it gives us another opportunity to bring up another player if someone gets hurt.
No.
Someone claimed him?
Yeah, sounds like.
Rat. I don't want to say it, but yeah, screw that team. So, here's the main thing, right? I will say the bright spots on the Leafs right now. Obviously, Austin Matthews. Michael Bunting. The guy's making $950K a year. Broke his career point total, like his 1-year season best, and he's just been incredible. We're only 53 games into the season. He's played every single game this year. I think he's played every single one. I think it's only been 53 for the Leafs. 41 points, 19 goals, 22 assists, +17, and he has got 2 power play points on top of all that. And, I was kind of worried when we got rid of Zach Hyman. I was actually beat myself up over it a little bit, but man, God, that line is good. Matthews, Marner, and Bunting is gotta be the best line in the NHL this year. Like, they've been incredible. Whenever they're on the ice, it's just, I can't take my eyes off them. They're the one bright spot, even in these games, even in that Montreal game, the one bright spot was that line, the whole time. But by God, the defensive end of this team is so dog. It is ridiculous. I'm upset that they lost Jake Muzzin. Did you guys know that Jake Muzzin has the worst plus-minus on the Leafs right now at -8, and I'm upset that the Leafs just lost him? Do you see how bad things are? Like, if the bright spot in my defensive zone is Jake Muzzin, who, to be fair, there are other guys out there in the Leafs, like Justin Hall's made a lot of bad mistakes this year, but he's still +15. Even Rasmus Sandin and Timothy Liljegren are both plus players. But, by God, I don't know what the hell happened to Jake Muzzin, because he looks so bad out there, but he's like... I think maybe it's just a name thing. Maybe it's just, I know Jake Muzzin is Jake Muzzin, and he's not Jake Muzzin anymore. But, my God, they need help. There's one thing that Kyle Dubas needs to do. Last year, what did he need to do? He needed to bring in a defenseman, and he brought in a forward. And I was like, okay, well, cool. We wasted a first-round pick on someone who, at the end of the playoff series, was back in his car, driving back to Columbus. But then he went to Boston, which still hurt my feelings either way, in a new way. Yeah. Again, they managed to break my heart every time. We have a first-round pick to trade for, and by God, there's got to be some kind of defenseman out there that a team is trying to get rid of that we can take. Because holy shit, if we don't get one, we aren't going anywhere. We aren't going anywhere. Ryan, if you're going to say Ben Sherratt, I'm going to reach through this camera and punch you right in your mouth.
Ben Sherratt.
How about no? I'm going to look at NHL... trade, what would that be? Trade deadline pieces?
So, wait, what?
What?
I don't know, one of you started talking. Someone go.
Okay. I never got an answer from you.
What? What was the question? Sorry, I
What do you think?
Oh, Matthews winning the Selkie. Okay, sorry, I got stupidly distracted. Yeah, they've been the best line in hockey. Honestly, I wouldn't be like I wouldn't argue with it, but I feel like there are better centers in their own zone this year than Matthews, but maybe the league is just falling off in their own zone. I really don't know. Maybe it's every team is not good in their own zone this year, but my God.
Maybe.
Look. Ethan, if I'm being real, I could see it happening, but I feel like there's a more like noteworthy guy out there. I don't know, someone who never gets any credit, Dylan Larkin. Give it to someone like that. Give it to him.
I mean, you still got Barkov, Stone, Bergeron. Stone's been injured though.
Yeah, I don't know.
O'Reilly's out there.
Barkov's been really good this year.
Okay, so he has not been playing that great this year. Those player who's not been playing that.
Ooh.
He's been playing pretty mediocre. Ryan O'Reilly.
Really?
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know. What's going on in St. Louis? How are they doing? I don't feel like they've not been.
They've pulled it back.
70 points, second in the Central, but
yeah, they pulled it back all of a sudden. Ryan, they have a goalie that's doing. Yeah, Ryan, they have a goalie that's doing that thing again.
Oh. Josh, what's it like not having a goalie that'll do that thing again?
What do you mean?
Now listen to my next question, Josh. How is your opinion on Jack Campbell since January?
Can I talk about the trade pieces I want first?
Before you do that, I just want to give the actual stat. Josh, I just want your reaction. Jack Campbell before January 1st, a 9.37 save percentage. It's really good. After January 1st, it's an 8.87 save percentage. 8.87. Right, John. That's right, Ethan. That's not very good.
That's not good at all.
So my question is, knowing that, you want to talk about trade pieces, do you trade for a goalie?
No. And here's why.
No. It's very soft. No.
That's a good answer.
Good answer. I agree. Good answer.
Here's why, Ryan. I have one word and one word only. And that one word is soupy. That's it. No. Soupy is still my Vezina candidate this year. I don't care. I really don't. You can call me crazy, call me whatever you want. The man is still posting incredibly good stats, and even to his credit, even with all these things that Ryan is telling me, he is still 23-8-4 with 4 shutouts this year. Like, he's having a bad month. I will say that. It doesn't look good. But, I mean, what goalie, like, I'm not saying that every single goalie ever has gone through a slump in a season, but I mean, an in-season slump to me is no surprise. Just look at, I mean, like, a lot of teams, like, take the Blues, for example, talking about goalie issues and shit like that. They, every year, start off the year, like, trash, and then all of a sudden they have a goalie, like, right now, the goalie's name is Ville Husso. He's 13-3. He's got a goals against of 2.03 and a 935. So, They're going on a run again. They're probably going to make it to the Stanley Cup Finals knowing them, which must be nice. I don't know what it's like. You know, the Leafs have a really good goalie. I know I was talking like smack a second ago, but I do love Jack Campbell, and I know that he's going to be fine for the playoffs. It's just an in-season issue. But, by God, it's not all his fault, but I will say his rebound control this month has been terrible. It's been bad. Some of the shots that have gone off of him, I've been like, what are we doing?
And you still think he's your Vezina?
Yes. Yeah. Because Ryan...
I'm really crazy on the phone, Josh.
Yeah, I don't know that he's a Vezina goalie this year. He might get a vote by a Leafs lover, but I don't know.
Here's my reason. You guys called me a homer at the beginning of the year, and I didn't disagree. Jack Campbell has done a lot for this Leafs squad, if I'm being real. He's been a giant leader. He's a great ball of energy in the room. And even though he may be slumping, the team, like I said, is on a 3-game win streak right now. Jack Campbell is still, like I said, 23-8-4 with 4 shutouts. The guy hasn't lost 10 games yet. He's still on pace to have an amazing year. He's played in 38 of our games this year. I'm not gonna. I don't have any Jack Campbell slander in my back pocket. The only thing I'll say is the goal he let in Game 7 last year on Gallagher was weak. He said it himself. He said that he needs to be better, and so he came into the year being better. I'm confident in Jack Campbell's ability to play goalie for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm not worried about our goaltending situation. I'm worried about our backup situation because the Leafs' new plan is Carter Hutton. Now I don't know if you guys looked at Carter Hutton's stats this year. But
Michael Hutchinson again?
What?
It's not Michael Hutchinson again?
Well, no, because here's the thing, right? So, Ryan, do you want to know what the here? Well, yeah, he's Ryan. So technically, he's in the third position right now. But Carter Hutton has a save percentage of a 748, I think, this year in about 7 or 8 appearances. So instead of using, because here's the Leafs depth chart right now at goalie. Jack Campbell, Peter Mrazek, Michael Hutchison, probably Carter Hutton, and then Joseph Woll. And unfortunately, Joseph Woll, the rookie, has put up better numbers than Mrazek and Hutchison. And to be fair, he has also put up better numbers than Carter Hutton in the NHL this year. The guy is 3-1 in his 4 starts. He has a shutout. He's got a goals against of 276 and a save percentage of 911. And I have no I genuinely thought the Peter Mrazek contract was really good. I was like, man, they actually have a really good backup. I'm like, Mrazek's a good goalie. He's been playing well and everywhere he's been. But by God, man, like what this guy? It's like Nicky Ritchie, not as advertised. And I don't know why. Like what changed? I just don't understand.
Nothing really changes, but.
I know.
Do you want to hear another piss goaltender?
Who?
Yaroslav Halak.
Yeah, isn't that your guys' backup?
Unfortunately. Unfortunately, but I'm gonna get rid of here.
Don't be slandering Yaroslav Halak.
Yes, yeah, that.
Oh man.
Alright, I want you to hear me out, okay? This man's been 12 games. He's been pulled for 2 of them. He's 6-2-2.
That's a
He
positive
has a
run rate.
3.4 goals against average.
Mm-hmm.
And an 83 percentage.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Ethan, sounds like you're winning.
His dog shit.
My counter argument to that, Ethan,
Your NHL
is 2010. 2010.
Yeah.
2010, right? That was 12 years ago. Back when he was.
You signed a 36-year-old goaltender. That's your problem.
Yeah, but the thing is, it comes down to this whole thing I said earlier: is he was not as advertised. Look at his stats from Boston last year. I don't think Vancouver had any reason to think he would not perform well.
Fair defense.
I'm not
It was horrible.
Here's the thing, right? Like I don't know. You can go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
Okay, so stats. Okay, every time Holtby is in the net, I instantly lose faith that the Canucks are going to get 2 points.
Really?
There's no chance that the Canucks will win a game. The black and net. And it's so sad to see because we have such a great starting goaltender. We're pretty much just medium, okay backup goaltender. Canucks could get to that spot. But you literally have to have Chudenko. Okay, so Halak has played 12 games. Demko has played 43. That is absurd ratio. And his goals, Demko's a god, right? He's got 2.59 goals again and 918 save percentage. So you have this absolute great guy come in net and just win you games. It's so disheartening to have a goalie left and absolute turd goals.
Yeah. How are you feeling about Jacob Markstrom? all these goalie troubles. Jacob Markstrom. 213, 926. He's 24-11 with 8 shutouts.
What about...
And you got these goalie problems.
You know, what's it like dealing with Corey Schneider and Roberto Luongo, and then having, you know, Markstrom and Eddie Lack, and you guys still have Michael DiPietro and Patrick Demko and Halak.
Alright.
I'm just
these issues, boys. Is I don't want to hear you bitching about goaltender issues.
What, you're gonna complain about Matembo?
Matembo's been playing great, but he's a third goaltender at best, and he's been our starter for the year. He's played the most games out of any goalie for the Habs this year.
What about your backup, Jake Allen?
He's been injured.
Oh,
he's had 3 weeks.
Hurt? Oh, yeah. I didn't even know that.
He broke his leg.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shows you how much I'm paying.
We've been running Montembeau Primo.
Yeah.
Actually, no. We're now running Montembeau Andrew Hammond. We trade for Andrew Hammond.
Yes, the Hamburglar. Let him go on a run.
Hammond has been a go for you.
Ryan, if you guys are gonna make the playoffs, by God, let it be with the Hamburglar, please. That's the only way I'll appreciate
Please,
it.
Man.
That's the only way I want it. If you guys
also shout out to Andrew Hammond. Also expecting his 3rd kid.
Fuck yeah.
He's got a logo on the way. So
you know,
congratulations to him.
I feel like that guy's probably got a lifetime sponsorship to McDonald's.
I think he does. He had like a lifetime gift or something.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I see. Back then, he was on auto.
Yeah.
Man, you know, Ethan, were you gonna say more stuff about Vancouver?
Yeah, sorry, I can't cut you off there.
That's okay, because it takes me away from depression. But
me too, buddy. Me too. We're gonna talk about.
I mean,
what's it like?
We only really failed with Markstrom because we didn't have anything in return for him. We're able to get Jacob Markstrom well. Just for the last couple of years.
I was just busting your rumpy.
Schneider. Man. It's okay.
I wasn't trying to get you all riled up.
It's okay, man. But think of it like this. This is like golden trade.
Yeah.
Corey Schneider for the New Jersey Devils, 1st round pick.
Yeah.
We're starting a 9th overall pick. Which trying to be Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So Corey Schneider for Florida. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I think longer than Corey Schneider. I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
It's probably Lou. But Jacob Markstrom having a great year this year is starting to win, especially that he's on that disgusting team I will not name, but yeah. It sucks.
You know, I think he's talking
about great last year, so that makes me happy.
You know, I think he was talking about the Flames. But what's the team from Calgary? So anyways, the trade deadline's happening soon, isn't it?
Yeah. Trade deadline is what day is it? It's like end of March. I know.
So as the Leaf fan saying that he needs a defenseman, I've been doing some in head shopping here, and I've been going through the trade bait list. And did you guys know that the Leafs' 1st round pick is the 17th highest trade deadline bait piece in this deadline? And on top of that, did you guys know that Arizona's cap space is at number 25?
Yeah.
So basically, here's what I've been looking at, right? So the Leafs, the top defensemen on the board right now are Jacob Chychrun, Ben Sherratt, John Klingberg, Mark Giordano, Justin Braun, and that's it. Hampus Lindholm, I suppose, is up there too. Theoretically, the Leafs can't really afford any of these guys. Like, they're gonna have to retain cap, and I don't even know if they can afford it on all of them. To be fair,
So,
yeah.
Launch rate.
It's like 5.2.
That's not bad.
If I was gonna take any of these guys, if I had my pick, right? If I was Kyle Dubas and I was gonna go after someone, I honestly think Jacob Chychrun is the easiest piece to go after. You've already made 2 trades in the past 2 weeks with Arizona that have worked out mutually for both of your teams. At the same time, they can eat cap space. They want draft picks. The Leafs can offer that. They're trying to rebuild. Chychrun wants out. His contract's only at 4.6. They eat half of that for however many more years he has left. I know he's only 23 and he has 11 points this year, but my God. If Chychrun is the player that he was as advertised last year, I know that I keep saying that a lot today, but if he is, man, this kid's going to be electric. And to put him on a Leafs squad that kind of needs that right now, I don't know. They need more of a shutdown piece. I don't know what they need. They need something. They need a shot in the arm. I don't know. But, you know, I don't want Giordano. He's too old. Klingberg's contract scares me, quite frankly. I don't want to do deals with the devil in Montreal. I don't want Justin Braun. Yeah, that seems like a not so good trade piece for me.
My question is, Josh, who do you send back? Because even if they eat some of the cap, you're gonna have to trade back some money, and you guys don't really have any depth pieces on bad contracts to trade.
So
like you can back like Justin Hall, maybe.
Here's my ideal trade package right now. A first round pick, Pierre Engvall, for Jacob Chychrun, and if I have to give up more, I don't know. Tell me what else I need to give up. What's the value? I don't know.
Probably another second. Another high pick, Josh.
Here's the thing, honestly.
At least that. If you got away with that, you're fucking robbery.
Well, you know, it's Arizona. But here's the thing, I genuinely, I don't want to say that I want to give up Robertson, but I would swap them Liljegren in a first and Engvall for I don't know, if they give us a pick back or something, because I think that Chychrun's better than Liljegren, at least so far. I don't know, Liljegren's been a weird player because he was supposed to be taken in the top 5, caught mono, and then kind of fell off the face of the earth. The Leafs picked him up late in the first round, and I was like, man, this is gonna be really good. And he really has been average at best, I'd say. I don't know. But
I think realistically, if you were to get Chychrun for a first, Engvall, and Liljegren, you would probably have to throw in a 4th or a 5th as well. And yet that would be a realistic trade, I think.
But the thing is, honestly, I would rather if I was to choose, I might want to trade Hall more. I don't know. He's made a lot of dumb mistakes this year, but then I think about it and I'm like, I don't know if I want to have 3 defensemen on this back end core that I'm supposed to believe in that are under 23. In Sandy and Liljegren and Chychrun.
I mean, if you're trading Liljegren and Hall for Chychrun with a first and a 5th.
It'd be Engvall and Hall, or Engvall and Liljegren. I mean,
there's no way to take Hall as the other defenseman back. There's no way. He would have to replace Engvall just for the cap. He's 30 years old. They don't need him. The only reason they want Liljegren is because he's young.
But that's the thing. They have the ability to take cap, right? So.
Yeah, but that's the only thing. Hall would replace Engvall as the cap take back.
What do you mean? Oh, no. Wait, what do you mean?
I don't know how much value Engvall is really going to bring to this trade, and Hall brings next to nothing. He's just sending cap back for them.
Oh, you're talking. Well, no, yeah, you're going to trade the first, plus you're going to trade Engvall and Hall. I mean, the thing is, I feel like
that's not enough value.
I mean, then you throw in another pick, but honestly, I think that the thing is it draws in more teams. Someone will offer Arizona something for Hall, probably. I don't.
They trade him at the deadline, then flip him back again. I don't see it.
I mean,
I assume that Leafs trading him, but
don't we have isn't there a 3-trade system in the NHL, or is there not?
You could, 3-way trade.
That's what I mean. They could do a 3-way trade.
So you'd be sending Hall somewhere, and then they'd be sending a second round or third round.
Well, because think about it, they have cap space. The Leafs could really somehow finesse the crap out of this and make a really nice looking package happen. Because there are 2 teams that need cap relief. I don't know who the second one will be in theory, right? But they get what they want. Cap relief. The Leafs get what they want. A better defenseman. Arizona gets what they want in draft picks. Like they're gonna get compensated regardless of how this goes down. But the main reason I brought up this list on top of wanting to talk about like trade packages for the Leafs is who like what teams you guys see as buyers this year? Do you think that everyone's gonna be buying at the deadline? Like
Leafs for sure. Vegas I think could be buying but they would have to clear cap. Oilers are probably buying as well. They're probably looking to make a push here. Even though I don't know that's the best course of action for them. But I think eventually they do need to start buying. Maybe not this year, though. What else would we buy? There's got cap space in it. Who's this? Because the East is basically set. The West has a little bit of wiggle room. Washington or Boston might buy. I would be shocked if Boston is getting less to trade for to buy with. New York, the Rangers could be buying, right?
Oh yeah.
They've got cap space. They are in playoff spot. Why not?
Man, like they're probably gonna go after like a big fish. Like they're gonna probably try to chase like Claude Giroux or Thomas Hertl or something like that.
There's been chatter about JT Miller. I don't know if the Canucks would ever give him up, but
he is on this list, and I keep hearing that name be brought up, and I meant to ask that to Ethan because I keep hearing that JT Miller is on the trading block. He's not on the trading block. So, from a Vancouver fan, what the is he? Is he on the block? What's going on?
I think Vancouver would take a trade that would benefit them.
Yeah.
But they're not looking to move JT Miller.
Okay.
Also, not really sure because we don't have Jim Rutherford for a couple months.
Are you guys in a? Are you guys still in the playoff hunt or no?
We are. Yeah, I don't think it's sense to trade JT Miller unless we just fall off in the next few days. But
hold on. The Kings? What happened to the Pacific all of a sudden? Last I looked, it was like Knights, Oilers, and then I don't even know who was next. But now it's Flames, Kings, Knights, Oilers, Ducks. What just happened?
Pacific's they've been really tight, and I think, it's just close enough that even a couple games going one way or the other could really change things up. So.
Literally, the Canucks right now have 58 points, and the Knights, who are in the third seed, have 62. There's a 4-point difference between Ethan, who is in 6th place, and them, who are in 3rd. That's going to be interesting, because obviously, if you judging by the other the Central, you're not going to have the other wild card. So it's going to come down to that last draft, or that last playoff spot, and man, we could have 4 teams fighting for it. That's pretty cool. We don't see that a lot.
I wonder if the Rangers could maybe pick up somebody like Thomas Hertl.
Yeah.
Claude Giroux is also there, and he could play center, because I think Rangers biggest needs a center right now.
Yeah.
Claude Giroux is I don't see Philly trading him to New York.
No, but, man.
Oh, yeah, that's...
But that's the same thing, like I said, Toronto doesn't want to make a deal with the Devil in Montreal. They wouldn't want to trade him to Philly, but or New York, but at the same time, like, I don't know what other team can afford a Claude Giroux right now.
Not many. I mean, he's got $8 million cap hit, so even eating half of that, which I think he would have to. He's still looking at 4.1.
Well, the thing is, he's a UFA, so whatever you give him, he's a UFA at the end of the season. You're gonna have to either re-sign him or let him walk. He's 34.
Yeah, I think. He's gonna walk. He's gonna go back to Philly. I think he takes this year as a chance at a cup, and that's about it.
Well, I mean,
so I don't see a scenario where Claude Giroux gets traded to a team he doesn't want to go to. I think he does. I imagine he's in a no move clause. He does.
I mean,
so it's really up to. He really has full control over where he goes.
He's 34. He's got 38 points in 48 games, 16 goals. He's not having a bad year by any means, but at 8.2, that's a little bit much.
Minnesota's also could be looking for a center.
Now that right there, Kaprizov, Claude Giroux, whoever is on that wing.
Zuccarello.
Yeah, Zuccarello.
Yeah.
Man.
Yo. Zuccarello has been criminally underrated this year.
Yeah.
Really?
I want to dip into Zuccarello real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even
Oh
know
wow.
this guy. Zuccarello right now.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna pull up officially.
I got it.
Just a sec here. 3 points in 3. He's 3 games right now.
Mm-hmm.
Playing with half resolve. That is unbelievable. Like, when I first seen Zuccarello go to Minnesota, I thought, man, this guy's too pull. It's coming off New York. I was like, that. It's so unfortunate because I was like Matt Zuccarello.
Yeah.
And, the past couple seasons he's been pretty mid. But this year, I mean, he's just going off, man.
He's having. I mean,
that's honestly incredible.
He's having his best shooting percentage year so far. I mean, he's like that's the thing. He's playing with Kaprizov, though. He's playing with arguably like one of the better players in the league. I would argue. I mean, I gotta go with Kaprizov's stats, but yeah, 63 points in 49 games.
60. Yeah.
Like he is Kaprizov is very, very good.
Zuccarello's best season was 61 points on the Rangers.
He's on pace.
53 points.
Yeah, he's on pace to destroy that.
That's really cool. Yeah, I seen that. That's too good to not bring it up. That guy deserves a big shout out from he goes.
Word. Yeah, we're at 40 minutes here. Ryan, was there news that we wanted to? And is there any news today?
I think it's worth mentioning. Russia and Belarus are being removed from the IIHF for the foreseeable future. Russia will not be hosting the World Juniors in 2023. That's due to the current politics, but I don't think we need to get into it much further than that. I think it's probably for the best, but I don't want to talk about it too much. Other than that, for news, not much really. Jack Hughes has been going off recently. It's a 7-game point streak. He's got how many points is that span? I think 13 points in 7 games, 5 goals, 8 assists. He's been going crazy. Cole Caulfield, not quite as crazy. I mean, under Martin St. Louis, he's got 10 points in 8 games, 6 goals, 4 assists. Like he's looking like the player that we thought he'd be. Yeah. With the new coach, so.
Ethan,
that's probably.
What did you just try to say? I didn't make that out. Did you say something?
Jack Hughes has been going off. He's been really turning it up.
Speaking of Jacks, Jack Eichel 4 points in 5 games.
Yeah. There is actually another news. The Chicago Blackhawks have named Kyle Davidson the 10th general manager in franchise history. So that's some news.
Well, I'm glad they're finally getting rid of all the bad eggs, but man, they're still not really out of the woods yet because they keep messing things up. But I also wanted to give Ryan an opportunity to talk about his team in a positive light for the first time all year, if you'd like to.
Oh my God, Martin St. Louis. We got a new coach, and everything looks better.
Yeah.
Well, 7 games has been in charge. We're a 5-game win streak. Cole Caulfield, like I said, has been going off. Suzuki and Josh Anderson have also looked amazing. Like they're our top line right now, and it's been so great. We still have a lot of injuries. Like Giroux hasn't been playing much. Dvorak, I think, is still out. Edmondson has been out, but he's back. He should be back in tonight, potentially. He was on ice for practice this morning, so these are looking up. Hopefully, goaltending gets healthy soon. Maybe we see them play at the end of the year. At this point, though, we're not in last place, and it's the best thing and the worst thing, So we traded Todd Foley to Calgary. Got a first round pick out of it, but
is the tank for right over?
No, it shouldn't be. I think we are still a couple pieces away.
You still have the least amount of wins.
Oh, yeah, but like we're not last, technically.
35. You guys only have 33 points. You might still be in last. Oh no, Arizona's 32. Sorry.
Yeah, we're not quite in last.
You're one point.
Yeah, I don't see us. It's going to be a lottery and with the calories pick, so there's still going to be a bit of a rebuild. I think it's looking like less of a rebuild.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we still have a lot of young players. Most of our core is very young. Our oldest players are Hoffman and Brendan Gallagher. They're both over. Hoffman's 32, Gallagher's 29. Armia's 28. Other than that, everybody else is 27 or younger. That's like a lot of good young talent there. We have a lot of good young talent, so I can't complain too much. I think it needs a little bit more work. A couple more good pieces, but the things are there for success in the future. I think last year, as much as I enjoyed it, really was the outlier. In the when we played Pittsburgh and Philly, we're looking at a team like this team is good, young, we have a future. And I think people forgot that's where we were at and not really in a rebuild. So,
right.
I think that's the most important thing to keep in mind right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If I was a Habs fan, I'd be extremely happy with how they're playing. They feel like they want it more. Opposed to a couple of weeks ago where they were just kind of.
A few weeks ago, everything seemed hopeless. Players weren't playing with any heart. Nobody seemed to care at all. So to see them actually playing with some fire, actually being there, that really means more than
that's the word. That is the keyword right there, right? This team is just playing so much better. And honestly, it's really good to see. Obviously, I'm not saying, but you love
for the game tonight. Other than that, the only other thing I can say is concepts over systems all day, baby. That and quads. Leg days every day. I love a quad father. I love him, man. Alright, that's all I got to say.
The quad father.
Quad father forever will be AJ Dillon, but Martin Louis truly is the godfather. He's the quad daddy. Martin Louis is the quad daddy.
Alright. Is there anything we can get this guy out of here now?
Yeah.
He's like quad daddy.
Yes, quad daddy. Also, if you're wondering, 100% Martinez Louis is coming back next year. 100%. There's no way he doesn't. He's done. He's so good. He's done that. The only way he doesn't come back is if he doesn't want to, and I can't see him not wanting to. So yeah. All right.
Exactly. I can't see him not wanting.
All right. Is there anything else we want to talk about, or? You guys have anything else?
I don't. I'm currently
I think,
peeking at some trivia, you know.
I was just gonna get to you. How about that?
I'll close out all my tabs. Still got my timer going, so I know how long we've been going. We're on 48 minutes.
My phone is away.
Phone down. Wait 1 second. Hold on. Snap girlfriend.
Wow.
Phone's going down.
Wow. Look at him go.
It's
multitasking. Simple.
There's no hand sign for a simp.
Why do you want that title?
I'm ashamed.
I don't have any either, buddy.
The title is the title of this podcast. Simple like Quad Father.
Quad Daddy. Quad Daddy is going to be the title. You guys forget I write titles for this show.
Did you just say that?
Might have to talk to the editors about that one.
Alright.
Look,
Josh, if you have the trivia, let's just get into it and get away from Quad Daddy.
Shut up.
Why? How do I even? I zoned out. I zoned out for 2 seconds and I zoned back in, and y'all you're talking about quads. And
well, Martin St. Louis has got the biggest quads ever. So it was like, oh, he's the quad father. And then I remembered, wait, no, AJ Dillon's the quad father because football, Packers.
Well, yeah. Also,
So Martin Sully's got to be Quaddaddy. So it's the only solution.
Also, the guy that's called Saquon Barkley, Saquads Barkley. Come on, man, that guy's.
You don't understand.
That guy's thing is big, man. I had all these trivia questions today are terrible. Anyone, even you got any trivia in your back pocket like you did that other time, or do I have to find some? I can find some. I'm just gonna just give me a second.
I could find something.
Well, I can find some. I need a minute. Friggin' stupid. Oh, okay. Actually, I got one. I found one. I found one. I got one. If you guys are ready.
We're good.
Saquon's got
AJ
Dillon.
All right. Who was the first? Guy. Who is the first Russian-born player to be drafted with the #1 overall pick? I can make this multiple choice, but you're gonna have to give me a minute.
I think. Hold on.
I like 2 names.
Got it.
You guys
I'm
want
trying. I know who it is. I can't remember his name. I always forget his name. I know it. I know.
I was gonna. Ryan, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was gonna laugh at that a tiny bit if you couldn't remember the dude's name.
I know his name.
I can make this multiple choice if you want, but you know. All right, fine. I'll make a multiple. I'll make a multiple choice. All right, your options.
Answer.
Yeah. Your options are Pavel Bure, Alexei Yaskin, Ilya Kovalchuk, or Pavel Datsuk.
Well, I know it's Bure. I know it wasn't Datsuk. It was you said Kovalev?
I said Alexei Yashin.
Yashin. I think John. Sorry, John. I didn't think so certain of the answers.
Yeah, he is. Ryan's I've never known Ryan to not be certain.
Is it Kovalchuk?
It was indeed Kovalchuk. Ryan, what? Oh, you're spelling Ilya.
I was not going to spell Kovalchuk backwards. It's hard to spell forwards.
You didn't spell that backwards though.
Yeah, it is.
Ilya. Ethan, I don't know how to tell him, but it's Ilya's I. I see IL, but the A is where the I should be. Wait, hold on. On this, it might look fine. Put it up, Ryan. Hold it up real quick. Hold it up. Okay, there you go. On Discord, it's back. On Discord, it's backwards. But if you look on the actual recording screen that I have, you can see that Ryan is right.
Yeah. Okay.
See, on Discord though, to me, it's not reversed, but it's reversed on the other screen, which is kind of funny. Yeah. Well, yeah. It was that question seemed pretty easy.
2001.
Oh, yeah, it was just like one.
Yeah, that was the draft. Yes. You guys want one more?
Yeah, sure. Take one for you guys.
That's a dumb question. Never mind. I thought it said it was the question was what I thought it said was who is the first player to wear a visor, but the question actually was which one of these players wears a visor, and I was like, oh come on, yeah, I was like exactly Ryan. I was like that's a dumb question.
I think who was the first player to wear a visor is also a stupid question.
Well, Ryan, I'm running out of questions, and there's not enough new trivia. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know why. I really don't know why no one's making new trivia, but man. Look, it's hard out here. I'll start making up questions, I guess, but it's just, it's tough. Okay. Actually, this is a good question. The first player to post a 100-point season was Canadian Phil Esposito. Which country produced the first non-Canadian player to produce 100 points? This can be multiple choice.
Who else?
I think that's Ryan's call.
Ryan, you want
Ethan,
multiple choice?
I think I got it.
Ethan thinks he's got it.
I mean, it's the four countries you're thinking about. You know, the main ones: Sweden, Finland, America, and Russia.
Yeah, it's one of those four.
Yeah.
It's Ethan, do you think you have your answer?
I will say this.
I have my answer.
I will say this.
I'm gonna talk about them.
I will say this to you both. I'm fairly certain we asked a question, but on this at one point on this show, and I'm fairly certain I asked you what player it was. So, because I remember what player it is. I'm not even looking at the thing.
I'm gonna say it's not Russia.
Oh, never mind. It's a different player. Oh well.
It might be America. I don't know what American it would be. Like Modano would have been too late. And
you want me to
get?
I can give
Bobby
you.
was Canadian.
Ryan, do you want a decade?
I don't know. A decade would help me per se.
I mean, it might cut your answers out a little bit.
Is it the 80s?
Yes.
Yeah, of course it's the 80s. Who else was good in the 80s?
He started. This player started in the WHA.
I'm gonna say America.
Ethan?
You're saying?
Well, I don't know how to tell you guys this.
It's Sweden, isn't it?
It was Sweden, and it was a player by the name of Kent Nielsen. This guy in 1980, Ryan, I know you're giving me this look. I thought it was too. 1980 for the Calgary Flames. This man had 131 points. 49 goals in 80 games. I've never once heard of this guy before in my entire life, but man,
I think I have heard of him. I'm just surprised it wouldn't. If it's from Sweden, it's not like Peter Forsberg.
Yeah, I am too. That's
I'm
actually
thinking back to myself now. Why didn't I say Sweden because of Peter Forsberg?
That's the player I thought of immediately, and then I saw who the answer was, and I was like, this is not Peter Forsberg. This is Ken Nielsen. I was like, who the hell is this guy? And then I looked at his stats, and I'm like, actually, you know what? He's pretty damn good. Like this guy, you know, he didn't play in the NHL for very long, but he went and played in the Swiss leagues, and he still was posting numbers.
All right, fair enough then.
All right, fair.
This guy.
Trivia.
Guys, I need to say this one last thing.
Yep.
After his last season in the NHL, where he posted 17 points in 17 games, he went to the Italian A-League and put up 132 points in 35 games.
I didn't know Italy had
an A-League. I didn't know they had enough. I didn't know they had enough hockey there to have an A-League. Ethan, go ahead. Go ahead. I had to say that though. That's the funniest thing in the world to me.
So, if you recall, my last question was a pretty recent question. It was about a Mars winner.
Okay.
This time, I'm going to ask you, who won the Vezina Trophy?
When?
In 2017.
Oh, God. It's 2017 that year.
It might have been, but I doubt it was him.
I feel like even if it was, like, it wasn't him that year.
Ooh. What year did he get paid?
27. Oh! What year? Yeah, what year did he get paid, Ryan?
It was 2017. Actually, no.
Well, it To me, it's one of two guys. Funny enough, they're from the same country.
Yeah, I've got the same two guys in mind.
Yeah. You know what, Ryan? I'm gonna go with Bobrovsky. You can go with Vasilevsky if you want.
I'm gonna say go Vasilevsky. He's the first guy that came to my mind.
I'll go with Bobrovsky.
Yeah. Wasn't either of them.
Josh Tucker.
Damn it!
You said I was right?
It was.
Let's go! It had to be. It had to be. I knew he won one of those years.
Josh,
Officer Bob on the call from the school.
Josh, were you thinking about Bobrovsky before I said, when did he get paid?
No. The first name that popped into my head was the Hamburglar, and I was like, but he didn't play for long enough, even if he got a vote. I was like, he had really good numbers, but he didn't play that long. That was hilarious. That was funny.
Oh. That's why she wasn't in the finals that year. Did he play back then?
I think he did. I feel like it was one of his first years though, because they traded Ben Bishop in like 2015, 2016.
Yeah, he was he didn't win until 2019. That was his first. Actually, has one Vezina win somehow. He's been 4 finalists.
Who? Vasilevsky?
Yeah, he's only won one, but he's been top 3 4 times now.
Yeah, he's really consistently good. There's just always someone that's been better.
Yeah.
Except that one year where he won it. I don't know. What time do we got? We just hit over an hour, and you know, I still haven't. I there's something that needs to. Okay, there it is. I hear Brass Bonanza playing now and only now, because I forgot where it was. But anyways, guys, thank you all for tuning in. If you guys are watching us listening to us on Spotify, watching us on YouTube, if you found us on Twitter for some reason, or if you just, I don't know, one of your friends told you, tell them I said thank you personally. But as always, guys, tell all your friends about us, like and subscribe if you like it. If you don't like us, well then give us a thumbs down and I don't know, whatever. Do what you want to do. But if you do like, hey man, look, I'm a Leafs fan. It's hard enough, okay? So if you want to support me in being a Leafs fan, like the video, comment and subscribe. If you want to support Ryan, also comment, like, and subscribe. And if you like the Vancouver Canucks, do the same thing. And if you like the Calgary Flames, I'm saying this for Ethan, you can go and F off in Calgary. I don't know, but
this is not your place.
Hey man, you're right. This is not my place to be saying this. But guys, like I said, as always, I've been Josh, that has been Ethan, and over there has been Ryan. As always, and collectively, we are off the boards. We will see y'all next week.